Hi challengers, this is Curious Bunny and today is day 47 out of the 90 days vlog challenge. It is July 7/7 Tuesday. Here we go. The daily vlog. So yeah, yesterday went well and I felt like I did it much faster because of this mic. Yay. Yeah. Number 2, the sleeping schedule. So I managed to sleep by 10 p.m. Like I was in bed by I think 9:30 and I was actually asleep by I was definitely for sure asleep by 10, so I got my full, and I woke up at 5 p.m. So I got my full 7 hours of sleep yesterday. So yay, that's good. Oh, I wanted to say, so this is like a real big accomplishment, finally, because I saw my chart progress, and so far I noticed that I have woke up at 5 a.m. 6 days in a row. Like this morning was my 6th day. So yeah, I finally got the hang of this. And this morning I noticed, for the first time when I woke up at 5 a.m., I felt like, when you wake up at when you're, so there's different stages in your sleep cycle. When you wake up during your, REM sleep, when you're in deep sleep, you feel really exhausted and just not good. You don't want to get out of bed kind of feel. But when you actually wake up when you're in your light sleep, it's much easier to wake up. So I've definitely felt the difference of how I woke up during my light sleep this morning and how I just finally felt like I got enough sleep. And so it wasn't actually that hard for me to wake up. I woke up so naturally and easily this morning. So I'm just seeing more and more visibly, physically feeling it, everything of how this is waking up 5 minutes getting much easier, and it's really all thanks to how I made a lot of effort and took it very seriously to sleep by 10 p.m. So that all that effort definitely has blossomed and come to fruition. So this is good. This is great. So that's that. And okay, but here is the mistake that I made for today. So the mistake was that even then, I still took a nap this morning, total an hour and a half of nap, and I shouldn't have. That was a mistake. I should not have, but I did it anyways because I was after all the morning routine, I did feel somewhat tired, and I think it's mainly more due to habit because all this last few days I did was sleep and take a nap in the morning. So yeah, just out of habit mainly that I did it again, even though I didn't really need it. And therefore, after I woke up from my nap, I had a headache, and I still have a headache. So this headache has basically screwed up my day because now I'm not at my full best. And everything I'm trying to do is just being bothered by this headache. And yes, I did take meds. I took ibuprofen. I'm really against meds, so I didn't want to anyways, but lately, especially ever since I started this challenge, every time I do have a headache, I'm just taking ibuprofen. And I think I was supposed to take 2. I think you're supposed to actually take 2 usually, but I've only been taking 1 because one always works for me, but today that one did not work because I still have it. So there we go. But basically, I know I got this headache from oversleeping. So what I want to do tomorrow is I want to make sure that tomorrow I do not take a nap. Also, 2 things. First off is, again, I will aim to be in bed by between 9:30 and be asleep for sure by 10 p.m. so that I get the full 7 hours of sleep again. Really, I mean, not just tonight, but maybe I want to ease off into making sure that I just need to make sure I sleep by 10 p.m. But I'm being, more cautious and safe by being in bed between 9:30 and not just right at 9:30. So, but nonetheless, moving forward, I really got to make sure I can keep it consistent to stay on top of sleeping by 10 p.m. Otherwise, it's gonna screw things over again with my whole sleeping schedule. So I will continue to do so. And number 2 is I got to make sure I don't take a nap tomorrow. And moving forward, as long as I have that 7 hours sleep every night, I do not want to take a nap. Unless I like really am feeling sleep or something. But and the other exception is that I'm like physically feeling ill, like physically ill, not mentally or emotionally, just like physically feeling ill, because that does happen. So hopefully that's not tomorrow, but it actually yeah. So my commitment for tomorrow is don't take a nap. And here's another thing. Moving forward, I'll tell you my other plan. So moving forward, number 3, the morning exercise. So yes, I did this. I only did the abs and the butt. And I definitely want to start putting in the arms again. I think it's because I need to pump myself up more, because I'm feeling like lately I have been listening to like inspirational, motivational speeches while I'm exercising, and that makes me feel more, how to say, like insightful and deep in thought, and not really, which is all great and everything in general, but it's not the best energy to have when I'm trying to exercise, because then it makes me feel a bit lazy. I don't really know, but yeah, it's not really helping, because I'm like too much into like in my mind and not really like pumped up, like let's go. Because maybe I want to get back on so tomorrow I will try out listening to like just normal like pump up gym like upbeat music in the background as I do the exercise, and see how that makes me feel, or if I can pull through the arms workout as well, and maybe the legs too, but at least I'll do the arms tomorrow. I want to try to put in the arms tomorrow with this, so we'll go with that. Okay, listening to upbeat gym music. Okay, and number 4, the meditation. So yes, I did this in the morning. Nothing out of the ordinary. Number 5, the manifestation exercise. So I did this one, the one where we go from negative to positive. Because I had a headache still as I was doing this, it was not so good. It wasn't the worst session I had, but it wasn't the best at all, for sure. I could not really have that. I couldn't do it properly, basically, because my headache was just like getting out of the way, and I couldn't get myself fully into it, and therefore I couldn't really do this well. So I already plan to do this exercise tomorrow, first thing in the morning. So okay, so this is a great way to tie in together. So number 6, the work hours. So work hours, I had actually worked 7.5 hours yesterday, so wow, like really close to the 8 hours. And so tomorrow, but I didn't get work X done, so it's like yay, almost hitting close to the 8-hour mark, but nay for not getting work X done. What was it that I didn't do yesterday? It was just like take that nap, and that screwed me over the rest of the day. But today I also didn't get work X done, and I blame my headache for it, which is again not a good reason, but it is what it is. But tomorrow I really should have no excuse. In theory, if I make sure I do not take a nap. And the other following strategy I put in is tomorrow in the morning, at the end of my morning routine, I will do that negative to positive manifestation exercise, and I would do the other manifestation exercise that's really good for me, which should in total I think take 1 hour. And after that I'm gonna do work X by doing the live stream. So I still have not implemented this strategy yet, remember, because I've always been just sleep deprived and too sleepy, too tired, and just taking a nap instead of this in the morning. But now that I've gotten into, consistent sleep by 10 p.m., wake up at 5 a.m., and not lacking sleep, I should now be able to, do this, get this done, get work X done. So I will do the live stream in the morning for maximum of 30 minutes, which should help me segue and just dive into work X. And yeah, the rest is history. I will continue to do so throughout the day tomorrow. Yes, I'm actually quite excited to finally get this done. Emotionally excited. Physically, I do have a headache even currently, so I'm still feeling like a little bit nauseous actually. But there's that. And what else? Okay, I'll say this at the very end. But anyways, okay, moving forward. Number 7, the private vlog. So yes, I shot this one right before this one. Nothing out of the ordinary really. And number 8, the productivity hypnosis. So yes, I did this yesterday. Listen to it. All is well. And tonight I will do so again. And so what I wanted to say is not just the sleeping schedule that I've been, check marking this 6 days in a row, but as I looked at all the other commitments this past week, it's really mostly filled, check marked, all except like ones on meditation that I skipped, and on the sleeping schedule. Yes, I have woken up at 5, but there's some days that like earlier in the past week that I slept, later than 10 p.m., which is why the whole sleep deprivation. So, but now I finally, the last 2 days it's completely check marked. So, and even the work hours too, it's really, really close. It's not like zero work. So it's really close to, it's always been closer to the 8 hours than the zero. So yeah, it's really filled. So how I have the chart progress is I fill it in with colors like green, or leave it blank if I didn't do it at all. And really it's all mostly filled green for the last week, all my commitments mostly, or half colored. So this is good, right? I guess I'm always just so focused on what I haven't done or what I haven't gotten done that I'm really feeling disappointed in myself. But really just generally unbiased, trying to look at it unbiased and just as an observer, I really have hitting starting day 40, really I've been doing so well, mostly in general. The only thing again that I'm not happy about is not getting work, procrastinating on particularly work X, but really the 8 commitments that I have made for this vlog, I really have done mostly all. So I'm actually really quite happy about that. And I think this is a really good advice for people like me that's really harsh on yourself, even if you think you're not harsh, because I normally do think that, as when I see myself as just an observer, unbiased, I actually am definitely harder on myself. I have much higher standards for myself compared to the rest of the people. The standards that I have for the rest of people versus me is very different, which is totally biased, right? So yeah, for people like me, that's a little bit hard on yourself. Do definitely do your best to recognize when you have made accomplishments, when you do succeed, even in little things, because that will definitely help you in many ways. One is give you confidence, right, that you can do this because you literally did it. And number 2 is it gets you out of constant feeling of disappointment and failure in yourself to shift into a sense of accomplishment and success. And that being in that energy is very, very important, because because this is actually how you manifest things into your life, is already being rather than wishing and hoping and wanting. Because when you are in the energy of wishing and wanting is the state of not having it but wanting it, right? So then that's the state and energy you're in, and therefore that's what you're bringing into your life. You are constantly in the state of wanting something, which is not exactly having it. So that's why already being the person that has whatever it is that you desire is the key to actually manifesting it into your life. So in this sense, focusing and emphasizing and being in the energy of success, of accomplishment, of feeling good about yourself because you've achieved it, that is the feeling that you want to make effort to spend more time in order to manifest faster and more efficiently on what you do want. In this case, I'm talking about productivity, being a master of being productive, being in this really particular case is working, accomplishing, finishing up a dreadful task. So someone that can accomplish dreadful tasks really well. That's what I'm trying to already feel and being. But if you're so basically stay away from constantly feeling disappointment. You can definitely critique, analyze, and look into what's wrong, and then you can figure out what to do. But you don't want to really expand on it and make yourself feel like you're worthless, you are lazy, blah blah blah, all these negative stuff, judgments about yourself. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. You can really just look at the problem as is and just problem solve as is. You don't have to judge yourself about that, because that doesn't help. In fact, it actually stops you from getting what you really want in life. So sorry, that was kind of a long thing, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm currently working on myself too, is emphasizing and focusing more on the accomplishments that I have. Like really, without this vlog challenge, I really wouldn't be, this nice to myself. I don't really know exactly how this vlog is helping me be more nice to myself. Maybe it's because as I'm listening to myself, it's kind of like I'm seeing how this is not how I would treat other people, all my other friends or family. I don't know. I don't really know how, but this is working really well. Like really, without this, my default would just negative self-talk all the time without even realizing it. That's the scary part. So yeah, that's how the private vlogs are definitely helping me to kind of recognize those negative self-talks that I really wouldn't have recognized otherwise. So anyways, all is great. I'm super duper happy for all these green filled up completed check marks and these commitments that I've been making. Finally getting into month 2. Finally, we're doing it. I'm doing it. So yes, thank you everyone. Thank you so much for watching and following this journey, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.